Previously on Blues and Bullets. Do I know you from someplace?
Me? No. But you do know my boss.
You should be rotting in jail.
Look, Ness. My granddaughter Sophia has been kidnapped.
And I thought I was the only one who still hated you after 20 years. What else have you got?
I don't give a damn what happens to me, Ness. You just save Sophia.
I'll do it. Not for you. For her. Carlo Boccarini. Biggest forger in Santa Esperanza.
Is that our man?
We have to find out who did this and why. Let's go. You're Osmond Burke, right? Who wrote this note?
Nikolai Ivankov.
Calm down, Burke. You were going to meet up with him, right? It's going to be tonight.
Did they find those kids?
No. How do I look?
Like the Invisible Man in the movie. No one's gonna buy it.
I'm Osmond Burke, and I have an appointment with your boss.
Come inside if you like.
Strange tent for Christmas week.
Here, I'm waiting. Don't be shy. Tell your fortune, young man.
I don't think it'll be good, but go ahead.
Oh, I see success at work. Very soon. Probably the last in a long time.
That's enough for me. You just made my day.
In that case, I'd better not tell you how the affair with that married woman is going to go.
What? How do you know?
It's better if I don't tell you. And that's all we're going to talk for now. You may leave now. I feel someone is waiting for you.
Whoa, that was intense. Everyone's so excited about the new waterfront. It'll attract the tourists, it'll bring new life to Santa Esperanza. But if we don't get Capone, he'll make sure that it will only bring more death. Hank Sorensen?
Do I know you?
I've heard a lot about you and your establishment.
Oh, good, I hope. The Tipsy Mermaid is famous for its hospitality, charm, and respect for the law.
Really? In that case, I was misinformed.
If you like, you can take a seat and see for yourself. But make it quick. In less than 10 minutes, this place will be crawling with customers who are a lot less discerning than yourself.
If I'm gonna buy something, it better be something for Delphine or Claire. Any luck? They biting?
I've been after this old bastard for months. A giant sea bass, wicked as they come, sharp as a razor, the spawn of Satan himself. But every day he comes a little closer to the hook. I'm gonna land that son of a bitch eventually. Why am I telling you this? I bet you don't know shit about fishing.
Maybe I do. I'm about to catch a fish that's bigger, smarter, and scarier. But if it's so enormous, are you sure you can land it?
Screw you, Satan. Of course I can. The hard part is getting him to bite. And to do that, I need you to shut your goddamn mouth. Now beat it. Go screw yourself.
If I'm gonna buy something, it better be something for Delphine or Claire.
Merry Christmas, sir. Can I interest you in anything?
This was from Bad Swear. Brand was uit, brand firm. Een koud waard, Horace's This was from Bad Swear. Brand was uit, brand firm. Een koud waard, Horace's wasn't bad swear. Brenda was with friend.
One gingerbread man coming right up for your little boy or little girl.
No, nothing like that. Well, yes, more or less.
This wasn't bad swear. Brenda was with friend.
Merry Christmas!
This wasn't bad swear. Brenda was with friend. This wasn't bad swear. Brenda was with friend.
Hey there. Here, for Claire.
Thanks. Should I tell her it's from you?
Nah, that's not necessary.
Shall we walk?
I hope someday we can walk arm in arm.
Was it hard to get away?
Not really. I told Martha I had to check out a tip-off. In fact, it's true.
That's exactly what Jim told me. On Strawberry Avenue, right?
I left him in charge. It's a routine check. I'm sure it's nothing. At the most, some kind of abandoned bootleggers still. O'Reilly and DiPietro were with him. Even Garrison joined them to stretch his legs and take a break from the leads in the accounting book.
Are you certain there's no danger?
I'm not certain of anything anymore. But I had to see you. These last months haven't been easy. We barely see each other. We're drifting apart, and I can't allow this to end badly.
How long has it been since you gave me a present? Not for Claire, for me. This isn't right. If we go on, I'm gonna end up hating you. I think I already do, almost as much as I hate myself.
Delphine.
Goddamn fish!
Before, I had you as a way of escaping from Jim. But since you began this crusade against alcohol,
Against Capone.
Damn you to hell, Satan!
ever since you dragged Jim into these untouchables of yours,
Jim Dockers is the best cop in Santa Esperanza, and the most
you
honest.
sent him out on a raid so you could see his wife, Elliot. How can you look him in the face after that?
I'll tear out your liver, you unholy abomination!
It's not his face I care about, Delphine.
When I'm with him, he only talks about you, and now you only talk about him?
It was you who...
You screwed everything up. Can't you see that?
I'll rip your scales out one by one with my fucking teeth!
That wasn't my intention, Delphine. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be. There's nothing to be done. It's over, Elliot.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna cut you up and just chop you into little...
Will you shut up? We're having a conversation.
No, I'm not gonna shut up until I've landed that son of a bitch.
Do you want a Christmas punch in the square?
Come on.
I'm serious. When I cast the line, the hook got caught round the back in my pants.
No!
Just on the seam, you know where. Ripped it right open.
Tell me there was no one behind you.
Well, of course there was. The girl I was trying to impress, and her father, and the rest of her family. Imagine the scene. There I was, shorts on display.
What can I get for the happy couple?
2 glasses of Christmas punch, please.
Coming right up. With or without alcohol?
Did you say alcohol, Sorensen? You'll spend a year in jail for every bottle of liquor I find in your storeroom.
Did I say alcohol? Just my little Christmas joke. We don't serve liquor here, no siree. At the Tipsy Mermaid, we have the greatest respect for the law.
I think Jim suspects something.
Yeah, when all's said and done, he is a cop.
Elliot, we have to stop seeing each other. It won't be such a big change. Really, I think it's best if we break it off. Jim needs me, your priority is your work, and I don't see any other way.
Let's run away.
What?
To Alaska. I don't know, anywhere.
You don't know what you're saying.
Leave it all behind. To hell with Capone. To hell with Santa Esperanza. To hell with...
To hell with my daughter? Oh, here, darling. Elliot says have this and then go to hell.
You're being unfair. take Claire with us. They'll promote Jim to my position and...
Shut up. Just shut up. Because if you carry on talking, I can't run away with you. You're not the man you once were. All this has changed you. I don't know you anymore, Elliot. You really are untouchable. And I am Jim Docker's wife. Besides, if I want to study medicine, I'm gonna need time. I can't steal it from my family.
I know, and I support you, but
2 glasses of Christmas punch for the happy couple. The fuzz really screwed up this time, huh?
what do you mean?
Can't you hear the sirens? On the radio, they're saying 4 cops got pumped full of lead. Not that I'm glad to hear it, of course.
Where?
On Strawberry Avenue, I think.
No, 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 no! Jim!
Wait!
What?
I'll come with you.
No. Oh my god.
Looks like someone said something they shouldn't have.
Whiskey. A bottle. Now.
We don't serve alcohol here, sir. At the Tipsy Mermaid, we have the greatest respect for the law.
You took delivery of 12 cases on Wednesday night. Bring me a bottle, or I'll make sure you rot in jail for the rest of your sorry little life.
1 bottle of whiskey coming right up.
Garrison. O'Reilly. DiPietro. Dockers. Garrison. O'Reilly. DiPietro. Dockers.
A fucking Negro.
Theseus is my bodyguard, and he's a good one. I always choose the best. Especially when I'm traveling with a heavy load.
Jesus Christ, Burke. You're a mess. I'm delighted I finally get to meet the star of the newsreels. Although I won't be able to say I saw your face. Will you be like that for long?
The doctor doesn't dare give me a date. I have to see him every 15 days.
Every 15 days? See your doctor or your mistress? Really, the dog's life, Burke. The life of a fucking dog. Politicians steal, judges are crooked, storekeepers overcharge. Do they have to change their faces? No. These are honorable members of society. Unbelievable. Christ, you can't even feel secure in your own face. The dog's life, being a criminal. You know what I'd like to be? A boxer. I had promised, but... What the hell is that? That is my bodyguard. But he knows how to keep his mouth shut.
Forgive Theseus, but you won't deny that your man is spectacular, to say the least.
Bah, a grateful customer. Boccherini and I... By the way, he gave you your new papers, didn't he?
Yes, I got them from him last night, over dinner.
Over dinner? At home? He never used to let forged papers anywhere near his house. That old bastard is so decrepit, he can't even control his farting.
I don't know if it's his age or what it is, but I don't think he's at his best. In any case, he came up with the goods, and I have my papers.
Right. This way.
Bluffing again.
Son of a bitch.
It's called a poker face, you amateurs.
Well. Here we are. I admire you. You got balls on you, like two left hooks. A chick turns you down, you fuck her anyway. Your family turns you in. So, second smiles all round. Your face on the front pages, you get yourself a new one.
I can't let anyone or anything endanger my business.
No two ways about it. It's a fucking business. The American dream has no morality. It is all ruthless capitalism, nah?
You said it.
Why is that piece of shit laughing?
Theseus.
Ah, you'll find a good beating does the trick. Wait. I know that face from somewhere.
You do?
Yes. Where the hell do I know it from? Ah, doesn't matter. I don't spend much time with living Negroes. So, you come to me from Vermont to spend $1 million fucking dollars on such unique merchandise. Why? What are you going to do with it? You got me intrigued, you know.
To tell the truth, I still don't know myself. I have to look at my options, work out which way forward is best for me.
You're spending $1 million and you're still not sure about it? By the way,
What? You think I'd fall for that?
Son of a bitch!
bring it. Of all the men I have on Alligator 3, only he dares to touch it. The rest are terrified. Bunch of faggots.
That's just what I wanted to ask you about. Since when does Nikolai Ivankov hide himself away in a submarine? What are you scared of?
So, you like to use your brain, huh? Some disappear by changing their face. Others prefer less drastic measures. I've owned it for a long time, for certain types of business. But I came on board yesterday because, well, I'm sure you've heard the rumors. He's back.
Of course. Capone. Are you serious? You think he's a threat?
Oh, you don't know him.
How old is he? 80?
A little over 60. But that's not the issue. He's Al Capone. He's like a retired boxer. All the technique, no reflexes. If he catches you off guard, you're dead meat. Stay on guard, and you'll take him out before he even sees you. And I think he's coming after me.
I know there's more. Spill.
You know? Did Boccarini tell you?
He told me. Is she here?
Boss! Here? No, Boss. We emptied the cargo zone just...
The cargo zone? The cargo zone? Ah, Boccarini mentioned something.
So you had dinner last night with Boccarini?
Yes.
Of course, he probably cooked you his specialty.
Maybe. He made lasagna, but I don't know if that's a specialty.
Duh. So, do you have the false papers he gave you? Just that with all this talk of him getting old, I'd like to see if he's lost his touch.
Well, I don't have them with me. Before I got out of the car, I left them in the glove compartment.
I see. This just confirms my suspicions. You know, I fear you may have been robbed. It turns out they just found a body in a nice part of town. A recent suicide, it would seem. Apparently, he jumped from a high place. He landed feet first, and his thigh bones burst his lungs. But the face was intact. Well, that's a figure of speech. He had recently been operated on. And, to get back to the subject, in his pocket, he had the papers Boccarini gave to you.
Milton!
Don't let them get close to me!
Where'd Simon go? Milton, the door. At your command, Mr. Nist. Come on.
It's a pleasure to be me again.
Shut the hot cheese!
We have to get him and have a little chat.
Protect Ivankov! Don't let them get to the boss! So, everything's gonna work out fine, huh?
If someone hadn't thrown someone off the side of a Zeppelin.
Well, Alphonse gets this crazy notion.
Alphonse. How about grabbing a gun and helping me?
I don't like shooting. I prefer the human touch.
Why does Capone send me a bodyguard who won't shoot?
I'm not your bodyguard, Ness. I'm here to watch you. They're heading for the machine room!
There's only two of them, for God's sake!
I'll take the Negro!
Start the immersion and activate the alarm! Start the immersion and activate the alarm!
I want the secret
Of what?
of your blueberry pie!
In your dreams.
Okay, we've got a way out.
You can drive that thing?
I'll have to.
Let's go.
Not yet. Ivankov mentioned the cargo zone when I tried to get information about the girl. I have to investigate.
All yours. I'll stand guard.
Without a gun?
I always carry one.
No.
I prefer not to use it unless I have to.
They could have killed us.
But they didn't. You should be proud of yourself, not mad at me.
Why don't you like shooting?
I did it once. I wasn't good at it. Never again.
You're not going to help me?
No.
No?
I'm not a detective, and there's too much blood in this tragedy to put it down.
You want blood? I promise you, we've got oceans of it right here. And unlike the blood in your Shakespeare, this is real.
Yet another reason.
They're still damp. Quite the contrast with the rest of the room. I'd almost say it was cleaner than my shower at home. Quite the contrast with the rest of the room. I'd almost say it was cleaner than my shower at home. Damn, where's the key? this be Sophia Capone? In any case, it seems that someone paid an extremely high price. Specific orders. Short, red-haired adolescent. Middle-aged white man. Young Negro girl. Looks like Ivankov was paid for some of them, but some were rejected. I wonder how many death sentences came out of this thing. Kulikov, the most versatile vodka in the world. A receipt from the most expensive children's clothes store in Santa Esperanza, issued yesterday. Guido Colombo. According to Capone, that's the name Sophia's kidnapper used to pass himself off as her uncle when he took her from the school. We owe this beautiful work of forgery to the talent of Carlo Boccarini. May he rest in peace. No doubt about it. Ivankov likes boxing. I knew it. Ha! Based on what I got out of Ivankov and these pieces of evidence, I guess he's a human trafficker. Is there evidence that proves Ivankov was trafficking in humans? I think they tried to clean up urine stains with some kind of powerful cleaning product made with ammonia. The marks seem to have been made by teeth, although I can't be sure. Just a number. Animal fur. Bullet casings. They probably shot at whatever was in the cage. Dried blood. Been there a while. This is fresh blood, not more than a day old. They invented these less than 20 years ago to make life easier for lumberjacks. I wonder how long it was before the mob was using them for their own ends. Marks left by the chainsaw, no doubt. A cross painted by hand in blood. Was it the prisoner's own hand and their own blood? The diameter of these shackles is pretty conclusive. Wrists or ankles. Sickening smell, revolting stains. This was a toilet for whoever was locked up here. There's still some water and the food hasn't dried out completely. This cage was occupied recently. I think it says Abdelkader, the owner of the biggest prostitution ring in Santa Esperanza. Three Ks. Holy Christ. Jesus. My God, what is this? Bloodstains trampled by the bare feet of at least 4 different people. Bloody paw prints, made by dogs most likely. The boots that left these prints were fairly new, to judge by the clean outline of the sole. Looks like a scoreboard. Some of the competitors have letters and a number, but towards the end there are others that only have a number. Ivankov said he dreamt of becoming a boxer. Did his dreams come true down here? There's more than blood on here. There's chunks of brain. The leather's ripped, torn. By teeth? Bingo. Human bodies, dismembered and piled. The cages are labeled with letters or names. Recent traces of food and drink. A bucket that contained excrement. Shackles the right size for wrists, and no doubt about it, there were people in these cages. The size of the shackles, the troughs for food and drink, and the buckets for waste prove it. Can I prove that the people held here were sold? The cages are labeled with letters, or names. A hefty receipt for children's. According to Ivankov's register, the labels on the cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected? Human bodies, chewed and stained with blood, and a metal table on which cages that likely house dogs, towels that are still. Someone paid a lot of money. A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament, with all the pieces that are rejected by his customers. Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and dogs. Maybe even between prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose? Human bodies, dismembered and piled towels that are still. Children's shampoo. Someone paid a lot. A metal table on which bodies were mutilated. It seems clear that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them while they're still alive. I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof. Quite the contrast with the rest of the room. I'd almost say it was cleaner than my shower at home. The giant container has been used to hold children. Was Sophia Capone held in the container? Doesn't look like the dress Capone said Sophia was wearing. Boy's underwear. Dirty.
Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them.
No adult could sleep here. No adult could sleep here. What do you have to do to a child before they draw something like that? These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered. Towels that are still damp. Children's shampoo. A girl's shoe identical to the one that... The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's... A shoe identical to the one described by Capone, and the documents used by the person pretending to be Sophia's uncle make it certain that she was held here. Sophia Capone was here, but did she get out? Someone paid a lot of money for a piece of... According to the register, Ivankov was paid for Sophia, which means she was handed over to his customer. Sophia Capone got out of here, but did she get out alive? Children's shampoo. Someone wanted a hefty receipt for towels that are still damp. The damp towels, the children's shampoo, and the receipt from the children's clothes shop indicate that they washed and dressed the children before taking them away. I strongly doubt that they washed them just to kill them, so there is reason to believe that Sophia Capone is still alive. We're done here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting my efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, imps, God knows what else. He kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death. I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high. But, as in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals, too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves, until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job. This leads us to the next problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one. Alive, even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena. And then, I don't know, maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more. But that's not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container. In recent weeks, Ivankov has kidnapped 9 children for an anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC. Our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there. Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason. What I do think is that his client doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners. This is why they organized fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
you joking?
No.
Oh, man. Let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
What?
They're old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to.
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago, I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the two cases are related?
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Wake up, Elliot.
Are we there?
No, still a ways to go. But from here, we have to go on foot.
We've been in the car for 2 hours. You going to tell me why we're here?
Because we need to get there.
Come on, Jim.
Be patient. I told you it's a surprise. I want you to find out for yourself. Or don't you like surprises?
I like him. Who doesn't? But what kind of surprise requires you to carry a gun?
Name me one thing you can do in Santa Esperanza without carrying a gun.
Touché.
Do as I say and you'll see. Take it from Jim Dockers.
Because you're my friend, right?
Don't let your guard down. Have you heard of the Voduna cult?
You mean voodoo? Dolls and needles?
Yes and no. It's different varieties of the same thing. The Vodun religion from East Africa. In Cuba, they call it Vodou. In Haiti, it's voodoo. Santa Esperanza had its own version. A little community that lived in these woods, no more than 200 people, I reckon.
Had?
Right. They say practically all of them died. A sort of civil war sparked up by betrayal. Betrayal between friends.
Really? What kind of betrayal?
The Vodunas place particular importance on a person's name. They chose a name for themselves when they reached adulthood, and they only revealed it to their partners and their descendants.
Is that so?
It is. Legend says that while he was out hunting with his right-hand man, the chief of the Vodunas was attacked by...
Not such a dumb idea. I wish no one knew my name.
Well, for the Vodunas, it wasn't that simple. Ah, shit. Help me with this, Elliot. One, two, three. They had different names for data to use, nicknames similar to Indian names. Come on. Anyway, while he was out hunting, the chief of the tribe was attacked by a bear.
A bear? Don't tell me you dragged me into a wood full of bears.
I wasn't joking when I told you not to let your guard down.
Shit.
The chief's wounds look fatal, so he confided in his best friend, the best hunter in the tribe, who named him. The hunter left him in the woods, went back to the village, and told the news to the chieftain's wife and children.
Well, that's tough. Takes a lot of cajon news.
That's why I always take care of it. But I wouldn't pity him.
Sullivan River flows into the Donovan Dam, I think.
I didn't think geography was your department.
Sometimes I like to dabble in things that aren't officially my department.
So I see. According to Vaduna law, from the moment the hunter whispered the dead husband's name to the chief's wife, he would take his place.
In what sense?
In the eyes of the tribe, he became him. He had to take on his role, fulfill his duties, raise his children, and sleep with his wife. Damn. Should be right here.
What?
The sign tells us which way we have to go. Must be hidden in the undergrowth.
Let me look for it.
Okay, I'll cover you.
Huh. This burned out a long time ago. Weeks, I guess. What kind of hunter abandons his trap when he leaves the woods? Animal attack, no doubt about it. Here's the sign. Looks like it was knocked over by a poacher's prey.
Well spotted. Let's go on.
You taking me to a church?
It's never a bad time to confess your sins.
What was that?
No idea.
Ah!
You were blocking my target. Ah, sorry.
It's all right, just a scratch.
Probably a splinter.
Are we going after whatever it was?
Let's not push our luck. I don't want our story to end up like the Vaduna chieftain and the hunter.
Okay, let's go.
They built the chapel after the massacre of the Vaduna people.
You still haven't told me how that happened.
The hunter became the chief and moved in with his family. It wasn't the first time that kind of thing had happened. But one thing did happen for the first time. The wounds the bear had inflicted on the real chief were less serious than they seemed. A few days later, he came back and claimed what was his. But the hunter wasn't so sure. He was the chieftain now.
Yes, but the hunter won his new identity by leaving the old chief to his fate.
He betrayed his friend. I agree with you. As did many of the Vadunas. But the rest of the village didn't see it that way. The Vadunas were split into supporters of the new chief and the old one. And, well, you know how it all ended. Elliot, I have a problem. I think Delphine is cheating on me with another man.
Whoa.
Some nights when I lie down next to her in bed, her hair smells of gunpowder. Someone who regularly handles guns is touching her. Do you have any idea who it could be?
That's impossible. Your wife would never do that to you. And what if you're getting the smell of powder on her yourself?
I wash my hands before I touch my wife, Elliot. Don't you?
Jim, please, put the gun down.
Yeah, Jim, put it down. Your legs. You know why they built this chapel?
We know.
Typical Americans. They find that a bunch of crazies from some wacky religion have killed each other, and they build them a church, huh? As if the dead give a damn about their Christian God.
Jim, what's going on?
I told you, it's a surprise.
Who's going in?
He is.
Me?
Trust me.
You believe in God, Ness?
Yeah, although I doubt splashing your face with water has much to do with it. Someone had some fun at these critters' expense. Mary Magdalene, the prostitute who repented and washed the feet of Christ.
I have a gun pointing at your head. I could kill you right now.
But you haven't. So you're either a big mouth or a coward.
I won't shoot. I'm here to help you.
Yeah?
Look under your knees.
What is this?
To you, just a bunch of scribbles. But to someone who knows what he's looking at, it could be prison bars for Capone.
What, he hates reading so much he sees a book as a prison sentence?
Very funny, Ness. Your financial specialist, Garrison. You'll know what to do.
Who are you?
What do you care? I'm serving you Capone's head on a golden plate. Don't ask questions. Just beat it, Ness. The sooner you set Garrison to work, the sooner all this will be over. God, I hate cops.
Carmine?
Please, no.
Why?
He threatened my kids.
Capone? No, you're his right-hand man, his chief executioner.
He's lost his mind. He suspects everyone and everything. He has to be stopped. Don't kill me. For my kids' sake.
You remember Don Prescott? 33 years on the force, my first partner. You left his face in such a mess, they had to make him a clay mask so his family could look at him at the funeral.
Capone wanted him dead.
What about Amber Fisher, 15 years old? You held her prisoner for 3 days. She committed suicide only hours before we came to rescue her. I don't need to remind you what you did to her, do I?
I was following orders.
No. Capone orders you to kill. You improvise. You enjoy it.
You can't do this.
Elliot, don't do it. Kill an unarmed man and it'll haunt you your whole life.
I deserve a trial.
We're cops, not killers.
Jesus, Ness, weren't you?
Control your anger.
Weren't you the most honest man in Santa Esperanza?
Go back to Capone. Don't let him suspect a thing. And when I bring him to justice, you'll testify against him.
Yeah. Thank you, Ness. Thank you.
Well done. I made that mistake once. Only once. And it still torments me. Let's go.
Congratulations, Carmine. Great performance.
My kids.
Don't worry. I'm not going to touch them.
Thank you. Thank you.
I always keep my word.
If Capone finds out what you made me do, he'll kill me.
That won't happen. You have my word.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I think Capone is going to need a new right-hand man.
Did Carmine get in touch with you? How did you do it?
It doesn't matter. Stroke of luck. Now, all we need to do is be careful. See what Garrison can find.
Jim, about Delphine?
Shut it. First we finish Capone. Then we talk.
Alone again, Ness? Wow, don't tell me your friends let you down again. Lucky you got me, huh? I'm losing my mind. It's only logical that Dawkins should abandon you. Although you deny it, it's obvious he knows you're screwing his wife. But what about the others? What will they think of you? Touch with everyone, Ness. Maybe it's just that anyone who gets close to you winds up dead. You should try to save her, right? The question is, can you? Do you even want to? It's funny. You don't mind giving half your earnings to some two-bit thief who walks into your restaurant, but when your friends are in danger...
No, please no.
The wire was tapped. They broke into my house. Why did you get me mixed up in this?
Alice!
This is your fault. Get me out of here.
Hang on, Alice. I'll find you.
Sometimes you do help. Like good old Capone. You should have shot him 20 years ago. But instead of that,
You're always late, Ness. You're a failure.
you have a condition he donates a tiny fraction of the money he's stolen over the years.
My father asked you to take care of me. Is this how you respect a dead man's wishes?
Very good. You've picked your friends.
Elliot, please.
Say goodbye to the others.
Alice, No! Alice! This is a nightmare. Has to be.
Poor guys, huh? You're the one that should be in the body bag, not them. By the way, where were you? Dr. Dawkins took you to 7.
Delphine, no! Not you!
I was followed, Elliot. From the diner. What are you mixed up in?
I see. You were suggesting an escape plan to your secret sweetheart.
Delphine, no! Not you! Don't worry, Delphine, I'm coming!
You'll never learn, Elliot. You'll go on putting all the people you love in danger, won't you? Until you're completely alone.
Oh, God! Delphine, no! Oh.
What are you going to do when you're done crying? Now you don't even have the option of getting drunk.
You're a failure.
You didn't even have the cojones to finish off his goon in the church. I doubt you'll be able to deal with the real problem.
You're a failure. The only thing you ever did right was put me away. How'd you do it, huh? How? Tell me.
That's the spirit, Elliot. I'm sure this God you believe in your own way, approves of strength, right?
Die!
That's right. Yes, kill me. Die! You know which part of yourself you're killing, don't you? Die! Die! Die!
Die! Die! Die! Die!
die?
Cool it, Mr. Ness. Alphonse is taking care of that.
You knocked me out. You betrayed me.
Betrayed you? Since when were we partners?
Where is
What's going on up there?
That? I think it's modern art. Those things are supposed to be the pillars of Titus Andronicus's palace.
He's going to kill him.
Yeah, most likely. Says here, this is the Shakespearean tragedy that has the most deaths in it.
Talk, you bastard! I don't know.
I'd say Capone is Titus, and Ivankov is Aaron, who ordered the kidnapping, rape, and mutilation of Titus's daughter, Lavinia. What do you think?
You son of a bitch! Talk! You are wrong.
We can't let him kill him before he confesses.
I'm sorry, buddy, but what we can't do is to interfere in Alphonse's plans.
Capone doesn't know how to interrogate a prisoner. Look at him. He's letting his anger get the better of him.
Come on, you'll need help.
Al, let me explain.
Take a rest.
Al, I didn't do a thing. This is all a mistake, I swear.
Are you sure? Because what I found in your submarine makes me think otherwise.
What the fuck did you find?
You keep a register full of names. The names of people you sold to the Ku Klux Klan, to pimps like Abdulkader, or to slave traders.
All right, yes. I make people disappear. Al, you don't know how hard it was to survive after you went away. Santa Esperanza went crazy. The cops, the judges, the other families, they all wanted to destroy your empire. I had to make a living.
What about the children?
What children? I never kidnapped a child. Never!
In your submarine, there's a container with mattresses barely 1.5 yards long, and drawings of kids gunning down your men. Have you seen them?
Yes! For Christ's sake, yes! I traffic in children too. Fuck!
I'll kill you.
But I never kidnapped your granddaughter, Al. Your family is my family.
In one of the cages, we found a girl's shoe. A white ballet shoe with daisies.
Son of a bitch, let me go!
Steady, Alphonse.
It's a lie! It's a lie! He's a fucking cop! How can you believe him?
Take it easy, Alphonse. Take it easy.
I need a name. Just one name. Who asked for the girl? Who?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
I wish I could just kill you, Nikolai. But I have a reputation to think about. I prefer to do things differently. You help me, and I'll help you.
Yes. And how the fuck are you going to help me?
I know you still have relatives in Russia. I investigated you when you were working for Capone, but it would never occur to me to harm them. On the contrary, I want to protect them.
From what?
From your customer. No doubt they already know Capone found you. Are they going to spare any expense to clear up any loose ends? Tell me who they are, and I'll take your family far away, where nobody can find them.
I've never seen her. She told me to find 9 kids for her not long after Al went into the slammer. Not just any 9 kids. They were all the sons of criminals. Corrupt cops, murderers, rapists.
A woman?
She set up a meet in the caves at Rockford. In the darkness. I never saw her face. A week ago she had me meet her again. The same place. The same assignment. Just like 20 years ago. But with new kids. Including Sofia Capone.
What else?
That's it.
There has to be more.
Maybe there's someone else who does business with her. Back in the day, I had a mole working undercover with the Gravediggers men.
You mean Elaine Ganella?
We were all spying on each other. We had to slice up the cake that Al had left behind. A few days after the assignment, Ganella took care of the bodies of 8 kids.
Oh dear God, not again. Did Ganella tell you why?
Yes.
This son of a bitch was behind the case that ended my career 20 years ago. The missing children were murdered. Why? Tell me why, you son of a bitch. Did she tell you?
No. Why should she? I don't usually fraternize with the competition. That is all. I am dead.
You have no idea.
You said that.
Screw everything I said.
I don't know what you think I did, but I'd never do anything again. Yeah, there you go, pussy. You don't have the guts to do shit. I don't know why I told you anything. I knew it was too much for someone like you. Do something! No, please, no! Ah! What the fuck?
His bodyguard.
He doesn't feel pain.
He's too strong!
Improvised weapons!
Where's your gun?
Boss, where's yours?
I prefer not to use it.
Ray! Your gun! Nelson! Yeah!
Where do you buy those things?
He wasn't his bodyguard. He was his jailer.
Let's go. If that thing found us, there'll be more on the way.
All right. I'll go by the suite to pick up my things. Change of plan. I don't want my things anymore.
Where is Mr. Capone? Where is he?
There's no one by that name here, sir.
We have to help them.
What? That's suicidal. There's too many of them. And only Ness is carrying a gun.
You okay?
Thank you, Mr. Ness.
Let's go.
Remember me, Capone? You killed my brother!
I'm not sure. Give me another clue.
When he starts thinking, he'll scare you even more.
That's the boy who locked me up. Right there! Will you shut up?
What now?
You know this place better than me. Any other exits?
There's another cable car for emergencies.
Which way?
That way.
We all okay?
Yeah.
For the time being.
Cover me!
Where you go? Enjoy the view! Come on, you sons of bitches! Capone's back and he's in charge! Go! Whoever you are! I killed your brother! And your father! And your dog! And they were all dirt! And you know what I did next? I pissed on their grave! And flowers grew! shooting anymore. Well, I make you cry. Capone. It's me, Ness. Life's full of little twists and turns, huh?
Prepare to die, Capone! My father died because of you!
Another one. Amazing what sticks in people's minds.
There they are!
Capone is back, gentlemen, and he has presents for everyone. Hey, thank you, my friend. You have no idea how much I miss this.
I got them!
Your mama squeal like that, but the next day she came back for more.
Let me try something. Let me try something.
We're not gonna get out of here. So what's the secret ingredient?
We'll get out of here! We have to keep moving!
Shame.
This is a massacre!
Who do I kill next? Anyone taking bets?
There's 3 of them! Which way?
That way, the service entrance.
Let's go.
This is the wind.
Keep moving!
That way!
We got hundreds of them on our tail! We have to get to the cable car, start it, and wait until it reaches us!
Oh, I don't believe it. Come on!
Where are we going?
To visit a relic.
Damn!
You remember the November 9th massacre? I arranged a meet with Leo Maldonati in the garage on 72nd and Main. I was alone, but the son of a bitch turns up with 30 men. Fortunately, I brought along one of these beauties. You should have seen the faces on those jacks.
Find them! We need more men! Not bad for a couple of has-beens, huh?
Whew. How many did we kill?
More than I've seen in 13 years. Now for some food and... protect him.
No! Ray!
Oh, Christ. Pleasure to have you as a partner, Sugar Kid.
Oh God. Oh God, Ray. Oh God. Oh.
No use crying. We have to focus on finding your granddaughter.
He saved my ass several times. Literally. And I don't need to tell you what a big shot mafioso keeps his ass for when he goes into jail. He saved me.
Looks like it's clear. Let's go.
Is this dump safe?
It'll have to do. Besides, they're looking for you. They may not have recognized me. That hurt?
Now what do you think?
I have painkillers at the diner. You can hold on for a few minutes.
Painkillers? Who do you take me for?
What is this?
What the fuck?
Holy Christ.
It's not fair. It's your fault I'm like this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, now you're sorry. Whatever. Who cares anyway? I don't have a hand. They don't feed me. And they gave you a puppy. It's not fair.
I haven't eaten anything either since I don't know when. A long time. Neither is Groucho. Poor little thing is so hungry. He's just a puppy.
And they cut off my hand. I don't feel good. I don't want to die.
We'll get out. You wait and see.
I hope so. I miss my mom and dad. And my brother. And my toys. Will you let me play with Groucho?
I'll let you stroke him. But be very...
Hello, my dear. Don't be afraid. I have come to bring a present for your little doggy.
His name is Groucho.
Give it to her. The milk will do him good. He has to grow. He needs to get big and strong. What do we say?
Thank you.
No. Thank you, honey, for being such a good girl. Let's go.
Give it to me, please. I need it more. It's just a dog.
I'm sorry, Bruno.
Whore! You're a whore! A whore! Die, whore! Die, whore! 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 You asked for this. Whore.
Cold day. It's a cold day. In the beginning of the end. This rainy day. I'm waiting for some kind of sign. I try not to fall into the void. I don't care about nothing. See the world in my eyes. Nights come and go. Now it's getting dark. My world is lost. Pebbles in my head.
They met 20 years ago.
Elliot, whose side are you on?
Looks like someone's tying up loose ends for me.
Tell me straight. You killed him, didn't you?
He was eaten, alive.
Put those instincts to work, Ness. Just when I thought we were getting closer to Sophia.
He kills them at the end. He seems determined to carry out this ritual on individuals with connections to the underworld.
You said you'd find her, Ness. That you'd save her. That you'd bring her back to me.